Okay, so before I get into addressing the scandal and controversy around this topic, let me just give you a little bit of background. For those of you who don't know, Impossible Foods is a plant-based meat company, much like Beyond Meat. And I've tried the burger before I knew about this scandal, but never mind my opinion about it. Look at what happened when Burger King gave these burgers to animal eaters without telling them. Let's see what their reaction was about how it tasted.
We conducted an experiment to evaluate how well Whopper fans know their beloved Whopper. The people you will see here are real people, and these are their real reactions.
I've probably eaten about 2 Whoppers a week for the last 20 years.
I love Whoppers. I've turned Burger King into a crime scene a time or two.
I absolutely love beef. Beef all the way.
If it's not beef, I don't want it. First bite, I would know the difference between beef and whatever else you have.
Little do they know, their Whopper patty was actually made from plants.
You're f***ing kidding me.
We're not, Grant.
Wait, plant-based? What are you talking about?
No animals, just plants.
Really?
This is a f***ing cow.
No f***ing cow.
Tastes like a Whopper.
Tastes like Whopper.
Tastes like a beef burger.
It's made of f***ing beef right here. You see that? It's beef.
We swear, it's not beef.
That's impossible. It tasted just like a Whopper should taste.
So needless to say, along with the Beyond Burger, this is one of the most important weapons in our arsenal for animal liberation to stop the slaughter of 300 million cows every year. They're also about to get into making chicken, pork products as well, I believe milk products, to save animals' lives of numerous species. It's also one of our best weapons in addressing the climate emergency that is causing mass extinction as we speak. So what problem could vegans possibly have with this? Well, here's the issue. In order to make an Impossible Burger taste exactly like a cow burger, they determined that one of the key ingredients is heme iron. Heme iron is found in thousands of times greater concentration in animal flesh than in plants. It does exist in plants, but Impossible Foods patented a way to get similar concentrations of heme in their burgers as is in animal foods, which is why it tastes so much like cow, like beef. Now, the founder of Impossible Foods and CEO, Pat Brown, has been vegan for 14 years. Not only is he vegan for 14 years, he's categorically opposed to animal experiments. But in order to gain certification from the FDA that these foods are generally recognized as safe, without which they couldn't bring them into mass production, mass distribution at fast food joints at restaurants around the country, which is how you're gonna save the lives of millions of cows. In order to get that certification, they were forced to do animal experiments to prove that they were generally recognized as safe. Now, the founder of Impossible Foods wrote a whole article about this, explaining why it was such an agonizing decision, how they tried to do everything possible to avoid this test. Not only that, Pat Brown, when he was a scientist working in universities before he even started this company, was so opposed to animal testing that he even personally invented experiments so that animals would not need to be used to prove the safety of certain things. But here he was confronted with a decision where you're either going to be able to save the lives of millions of cows, millions of wild animals through the habitat that is not destroyed, the rainforest not destroyed to feed those cows, and animals killed as a result of climate change, or about just over 100 mice or rats would be killed in this experiment. So he took the agonizing decision, he performed the experiment.
And to anyone who says, oh, it's just a rat, please realize that that rat's life matters to him or her just as much as a cow's life or even a human life matters to that individual.
And that's got vegans boycotting Impossible Foods, criticizing them, especially since it has been said that if this is necessary in the future for new ingredients, they are willing to do it again. Here's the thing, that experiment was completely unnecessary, and future experiments will be completely unnecessary because I've got a solution for you. Experiment on yourselves. I'm not kidding. Experiments are done on mice and rats and mammals in general because they are similar to humans to prove the safety in humans. Well, there is no better way to prove the safety of something than by doing experiments on humans. So get 100 volunteers, pay 100 people. Man, I'll volunteer probably if the experiment involves eating a hell of a lot of hamburgers, especially if I'm getting paid to do it. And if you do those experiments on humans, you can prove even more conclusively that the products are safe. You know, there's no toxicity in them, people aren't gonna drop dead, allergies, etc. Boom, problem solved. Okay, that sounds real good, right? Now, how do we get this message to Pat Brown? I need your help. If you're watching this on Instagram, it's pretty easy, just tag Impossible Foods. Same thing on Facebook. If you're watching this on YouTube, the best way to get it to him is to probably share this link over Facebook or Twitter or both if you use it. And I'm also gonna put the email address of Impossible Foods. You can email the video directly to them. And real quick, super important point I need to make that I forgot to mention yesterday. because I know people are going to be going off in the comment section about the health issues of these burgers, is that remember, once again, the target audience for these burgers, the primary target audience, is not vegans. It's people who eat animals, animal eaters. And let's be accurate about that, because calling them meat eaters is not a meaningful distinction when, as we know,
vegans eat meat. Vegans eat meat. Vegans eat meat. Double bacon cheeseburger with fries. Vegans eat meat.
whether or not you eat a vegan bacon cheeseburger with French fries and an almond milk thick shake on the side, or you eat a whole foods plant-based diet, is a personal decision. Nobody has to get murdered in either case, which is not something we could say in the case of eating dead animals. So the health issues are really up to you. Second of all, let's compare apples to apples. If you're comparing an Impossible Burger to a dead cow burger, it's no contest. Plant-based protein across the board comes loaded with antioxidants that have anti-cancer properties, anti-aging properties, anti-inflammatory properties. Animal-based protein comes loaded with carcinogens, free radicals that cause cancer, that cause inflammation, that cause diabetes, that cause heart disease. Plant-based fats contain no cholesterol, animal-based fats do. The list could go on. So please remember that. If you compare an Impossible Burger to broccoli, fine, broccoli wins. But we're not trying to get people to stop eating broccoli and start eating Impossible Burgers. We're trying to get people to switch from eating murdered dead cow to eating Impossible Burgers. Capiche? Thank you very much for listening, and should we say hi from my doggy dog who's been walking with me the whole time? Have a good day, y'all. Barbecue all summer, baby.